Okay, we're looking at equations of tangents, which is the next step on from gradients of tangents with differentiation. Now remember that when we differentiate, what we're doing is we're analysing the gradient of a curve at a specific point. So, for example, if I had this curve here and it had some particular function, if I then wanted to know what was the gradient of the tangent at x equals 5, well, I would differentiate and sub in 5. Now what I would then get is the gradient of the tangent there. Okay, now remember that a tangent is a straight line, so we're now going to find the equation of the tangent. So that's finding the equation of a straight line. So we don't need point and gradient, so we're going to get the gradient through differentiation, and then the point's going to be quite easy. So let's pick that up with a couple of examples. So example 1, find the equation of the tangent to the curve y equals x squared at x equals 3. Okay, so let's just have a think about what we're doing here. Right, so there is the curve y equals x squared. We'll change it to function notation for just now. Okay, so f of x equals x squared. If we want to find the equation of the tangent at x equals 3, so that means I'm travelling along to x equals 3, travelling up to the curve, and then I'm going to find the gradient of that tangent. Okay, so what do I need? Well, a tangent's a straight line, point and gradient, so let's get the point first of all. Okay, so how do you get the point? Well, you've got half a point here, you've got the x coordinate. How do you get the y coordinate? Sub it back into the original function, and that will give us the y coordinate. So f of 3 equals 3 squared. 3 squared, that's 3 times 3, that's 9, so my point is 3, 9. Okay, my point's 3, 9. What's my next move? To find the gradient. So differentiate the thing, I get 2x, bring the power down, multiply, take 1 away from the power. I'm now interested in the gradient when x equals 3. So it's 2 lots of 3, which is 6. So the gradient then of that curve is 6. I've got the point, which is 3, 9. And I can now put that into y minus b equals in bracket x minus a, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so that'll be y minus b equals in bracket x minus a. Y minus 9 equals 6 bracket x minus 3. Y minus 9 equals 6x minus 18. I'm now going to bring that minus across, make it plus, and that will be 6x minus 18 plus 9 is minus 9. Y equals 6x minus 9, final answer. Okay, let's do an example 2. Okay, we're going to do an example 2. We're going to find the equation of the tangent to the curve f of x equals the square root of x cubed at x equals 9. Remember that rule there is true. A to the power m over n is equal to the nth root of a brought to the power m. So I'm first of all going to find my point. So I need to find the equation of a tangent. What's a tangent? A tangent is a straight line. So I need gradient and I need a point that lies in the line. Okay, so I've got half a point, I've got the x coordinate. So let's go ahead and get the y coordinate. So I need to sub x equals 9 into there. Okay, so that's the square root of 9 cubed. Now if we didn't have a calculator, that might be quite tricky. But let's just nuance that a wee bit. Right, that can also be written as the square root of 9 brought to the power 3. Right, so just a wee subtle thing there, but 9 cubed on our head might be slightly tricky, and then you take the square root. But then that's the same as the square root of 9 all cubed. The square root of 9 is 3, and then 3 cubed, well, that's 3 times 3 times 3, that's 27. Okay, so I've got my point. My point is 9, 27. I'm now going to get after the gradient. So what do I need to do for the gradient? I need to differentiate the thing. Okay, so first move then is to put it in a form in which I can differentiate it, and that's using this rule. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite square root of x cubed is x to the 3 over 2. I can now differentiate. Bring the power down, multiply, take 1 away from the power. That will be 3 halves x to the 1 half. I don't want to be subbing into a fractional power, so let's reintroduce the root symbol. That's the square root of x3 over 2 times square root of x. I'm now interested in the gradient specifically when x is equal to 9, so let's sub that in. And that's 3 over 2 times the square root of 9. The square root of 9 is 3, so 3 over 2 times 3, well, that's 9 over 2. I could write that as 4.5, but 9 over 2 is absolutely fine. Okay, so I've got the gradient, which is 9 over 2. I've got the point, which was 927. Okay, so there's A, there's B, there's M, and y minus B equals m bracket x minus a. So that's y minus 27 is equal to 9 over 2 bracket x minus 9. Get rid of that, divide by 2 by multiplying both sides by 2, so it's going to be 2y minus 54 equals 9 bracket x minus 9. That's 2y minus 54 equals 9x minus 81. Then bring that over, change its sign, 2y equals 9x minus 81 plus 54 is minus 27. Let's try an example 3. Okay, so we're going to find the equation of the tangent to the curve f of x equals 3x cubed minus x plus 6. Okay. At x equals 2. Okay, let's go after the point first of all. I've got half the point. So what do I need again? I need point gradient because I'm finding the equation of a tangent. Let's find the equation of a straight line. So I'm going to have point gradient put into y minus b equals m bracket x minus a. So let's go after the y coordinate. Sub in the x coordinates. That's going to be 3 lots of 2 cubed minus 2 plus 6. 2 cubed is 8, 8 threes are 24, 24 minus 2 plus 6, and that is 28. Okay, so my point is 228. Now go after the gradient. So let's differentiate the thing rather. So bring a power down, multiply, take one away from the power, that will be 9x squared. Remember, if you differentiate a constant x, you just get the constant. So if you differentiate minus 1x, you just get minus 1. But if you differentiate a constant, it vanishes, it's 0, so it's 9x squared minus 1. Okay, now I'm going to sub in 2, so it's going to be 9 lots of 2 squared minus 1. 2 squared is 4, 4 9s are 36, 36 take away 1 is 35. Okay, so the gradient is 35, and I've got the point 228, and then y minus b equals m bracket x minus a. So it's y minus 28 is equal to 35 bracket x minus 2. Y minus 28 is equal to 35x minus 70. Bring that over, change its sign, it will be y minus 28, y equals 35x minus 70 plus 28 is minus 48.